Hello, everybody. Button Button is a story written by Richard Matheson. I've made a few changes to suit the Indian audience. Nilima and Arvind were a couple that lived in a busy town. They lived in a small little house. They were not very rich. Arvind went to work while Nilima was a homemaker. One evening, laden with bags of vegetables and groceries, as Nilima got back home, at the doorstep, she found this peculiar looking box. She quickly took it inside, unwrapped it to find a wooden box but with a glass casing. She peered in to see that it had a button, a button that you would press in case of an emergency. She had no clue what it all meant when she noticed that there was a small little note that read, Mr. Arun will be here to see you at 8 p.m. tonight to explain more about this box. These salespeople, the gimmicks that they do, Nilima was furious. Well, she got on with her work in the kitchen. Arvind reached home. He sat back to watch TV, drinking his tea, and as he watched TV, they heard the doorbell ring. Oh, Arvind, whoever it is. Uh, who are you, sir?
Madam, you must be Nilima, madam. I am Arun.
Oh, you're here about the box. Sir, we are not interested in anything that you're selling. Please wait here while I go and get your box.
Madam, don't be in a hurry. Listen to what I have to tell you about this box. It's a golden opportunity, madam. It can be very, very rewarding.
Um, Rewarding? You mean monetarily?
Yes, madam.
Why don't you come inside? So she took him inside and introduced him to Arvind.
Sir, I'm here to show you something.
So saying, he took out an envelope and he said,
This contains the key to this box. And once you open the box, you can press the button.
wait, Mr. Arun. What are you trying to sell us? Huh? Why would I want to press the button?
Sir, like I already told madam, I'm not trying to sell anything. This button you see, it is connected to our office. So if you press, we will know.
Okay, so what does the button do?
I'm coming to that, sir. You see, sir, if you press the button, someone from some part of the world will die. But, madam, in reward or in return, you will get 50 lakh rupees.
Mr. Arun, if this is some kind of a joke, I call it a sick joke. First of all, who do you represent? Who sent you here? Huh?
Sir, I am not at liberty to tell you who has sent me, but let me tell you, I represent a globally known multinational company, and whatever I tell you is true.
Mr. Arun, I've heard enough. Please take this box of yours and that's the door.
Sir, maybe you want to consider it for a day or two. I am going to leave my card here.
Mr. Arun, please, will you please go? Arvind literally pushed Arun, and as soon as Arun had gone, Arvind tore the visiting card into two and walked in with a huff. Later that night, Nilima broached the topic. She said, Arvind, what do you think it's all about? You think it could be a prank? Or maybe it's some rich lunatic trying to play some tricks, play some games because he doesn't know what to do with his money? Nilima, whatever it is, if it's some kind of a prank or a joke, it's really sickening, totally unethical, and I don't want to have anything to do with this. I'm going to bed. Arvind went to bed. Nilima couldn't sleep a wink. She kept thinking about the 50 lakh rupees. Early next morning, after Arvind had left, Nilima picked up the card and put it back together, and she found there was a number in it. She quickly went and dialed the number. As soon as she dialed, she heard the voice.
Yes, Nilima madam, what can I do for you?
I just called because I was curious about some of the things that you told about someone having to die.
Yes, madam, you heard right. But, madam, all I can guarantee you is that whoever dies will not be a person whom you know really well, and you will not have to see them die, but you will really get the 50 lakh rupees.
What? This must be some kind of a joke. Have a good day, sir.
Madam, 1 minute. Can I bring the box and leave it again in your house?
Absolutely not. Thank you. Nilima didn't know what to say, and then she got busy. She did her work, she went out, and as usual, when she got back, what did she find on the doorstep? The same little box. But this time, she picked it up and put it inside the drawer in her kitchen, thinking to herself, tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I'm going to dump it in the garbage. That evening, after Arvind had arrived, the two of them had dinner. Nilima seemed lost, so Arvind broached. He said, Nilima, what is eating you, my dear? Why are you kind of lost? Arvind, I was just thinking about what if this, what Arun told us, what if it's true? Huh? What if it's true? Whatever it is murder and it's unethical, Nilima. What murder are you talking about, Arvind? It's what he said was that it could be someone in some part of the world. It could be a sick man in China. It could be a starving woman in Africa who dies when you press the button. Nilima, it could be a child in our neighborhood. It could be the girl who lives across our house. Okay? Arvind, don't be melodramatic. With this kind of money, Nilima, what kind of money? What are you talking about? Arvind, 50 lakh rupees. 50 lakh rupees, Arvind. We could go on that Europe tour that we've been thinking about. We could buy a house for ourselves. Nilima, is it really you who's talking? What has gotten into you? I don't want to hear another word about this topic. Please leave me alone. So saying, Arvind went to bed. Nilima was distraught. She couldn't sleep a wink. So the next morning, she woke up early and made Arvind's favorite breakfast. Wow, Nilima, this is my favorite breakfast. Thank you. She even gave him a kiss. And what is it, Nilima? Nothing, Arvind. I just don't want you to misunderstand that I'm being selfish here. What? I never said you're selfish. No, Arvind, yesterday when I mentioned about the Europe tour and a flat of our own, I meant it for both of us, Arvind. For the two of us, not just for me. Nilima, you're at it again. What has gotten into you, my dear? What is wrong with you? Arvind, nothing is wrong with me. But just imagine, Arvind, with that kind of money, we could afford a house of our own, not having to live in a shack like this. We could have our own car, new furniture, and maybe start our own family, our own baby, Arvind. Nilima, I understand that you want all this, and all this will happen, my dear. It will. When, Arvind? When? We are not able to afford an air conditioning for this house. Nilima, you mean to say that you are okay with pressing the button and commit a murder just because you want all this? Arvind, whoever told you that it's murder? For all you know, this could all be a psychological experiment. Maybe a research institute is running this kind of an experiment to find out what would be the reaction of middle class people like us if we put in a situation like this. Maybe they just want to see whether we press the button, whether we are averse, whether we are afraid, you know. Neelima, I really don't know who is talking to me. What has gotten into you? I don't want to hear another word about this. I'm just going to work. So saying, Arvind walked out in a huff, not even eating his breakfast. Neelima sat, wondering what to do. She sipped her tea. Oh, it's been a long time that I've been sitting here. I need to go back to work, she thought. And then she heard a voice that spoke to her. Neelima, what is your hurry? Where do you have to go? You don't have a job. All that you need to do is clean the kitchen, cook for your husband, and go buy the veggies and take care of him. No, that's not the purpose of my life. That is not what I bargained for. So saying, she walked into the kitchen, brought the box, took out the key, opened it, and took this little box out. For for us, Arvind. Nothing. Nothing had happened. All this drama, and I believed what this Arun silly guy he told me. She took the box and dumped it in the bus dustbin and got busy taking care of the chores of the house. And at last, it was time for her to relax, sitting in front of the TV. All my work is done. And that's when the phone rang. Who could it be? Hello? Who is it?
Nilima, madam.
Yes? Who is this?
Madam, I am calling from Rajiv Gandhi Hospital.
Hospital?
Madam, I am very sorry to inform you that Mr. Aravind met with a road accident this morning, madam.
What? What?
On the spot. Extremely sorry, madam. Madam, madam,
No.
please control yourself.
No, no, no.
We request you to come to the hospital to claim the body. Take the.
It can't be.
I've already informed the insurance company.
Insurance? What are you talking about? I mean, it can't be. No, it can't be. That's when Neelima remembered that just about 6 months ago, Aravind had gone in for an insurance policy for 50 lakhs. But, but could it be that this box when I pressed this office had been informed? Let me try to open this. Oh. She tried her best to open the box, but it just wouldn't budge. So Nilima brought a hammer and she just broke it open. And the box broke open. And what did she find? Nothing. It was just a box with a button. No wires, no transmitter. But what does this all mean? What does this mean then? Hello? Who's this?
Nilima, madam.
Mrs. Arun, you told me that it would be someone that I wouldn't know. I wouldn't really know.
Madam,
Yes.
do you really